This is a CBS 2 special presentation, Race for the Cure, with your hosts, Maurice DuBois and Kristine Johnson.
Welcome to CBS 2's unofficial start of the Susan G. Komen Greater New York City Race for the Cure. Over the next hour now, we will give you inspirational stories of survival, the latest medical news, as well as free programs.
And don't forget, tomorrow you can join all of us at CBS 2 and tens of thousands of others for the 24th annual Race for the Cure. You can run, you can even walk through picturesque Central Park, all to support a worthy cause.
Komen has gone through a lot of changes over the past few years, but its focus has remained constant, keeping as many women safe and sound in a variety of ways. The Susan G. Komen Greater New York City affiliate continues its work toward its goal of a world without breast cancer and helping all women feel safe and sound. An estimated 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. Komen Greater New York funds many community-based breast health programs that provide education, screening coordination, support, and treatment services. Under the leadership of CEO Linda McNeil-Tentowie, the New York affiliate is focused on underserved and underinsured women in the area.
If a woman cannot afford the care or has been diagnosed late, it really is our mission to ensure that she gets back on track and gets the care that she needs.
There's some women that can't afford to have these procedures done, and to know that somebody's out there to advocate insurance for you, or someone's out there to help you get the care that you need.
I'm one of the underserved that's being served by Komen. I promised myself that I will really give back to Komen because I believe with what they're doing.
So we work hand in glove with our many community partners to ensure that women get the help that they need.
Komen is just heaven sent.
So come on, come on, come on.
The Race for the Cure is Komen's premier fundraiser. Since its founding in 1990, the races have raised more than $60 million. 25% of the money goes to national research to find a cure. The remaining 75% is dedicated to providing preventive and ongoing care for New York women.
We are there to ensure that they get the breast health care that they need, that we care if they're found to have breast cancer, if they have breast cancer, that we care for the whole person, we care for their families, to ensure that they are navigated through the entire treatment process and come out on the other side a healthier human being.
The Komen Foundation has helped me through different organizations get counseling and also get the medical knowledge that I was lacking.
Komen is out there, and they're giving grants, they're doing research, they're helping survivors. So Komen represents hope.
Komen was founded by Nancy Brinker in her personal quest to fulfill a promise to her dying sister to find a cure for breast cancer. She helped build the largest grassroots fundraising organization in the world dedicated to fighting breast cancer, which is made up of 120 affiliates. Since 1982, Komen has invested $804 million in breast cancer research and $1.7 billion in life-saving community programs. Women who have early-stage breast cancer's 5-year survival rate have climbed from 74 to 99% nationally over the past 32 years. Komen National is now led by CEO Dr. Judith Salerno, who has carried on Brinker's promise to find a cure and to help all who have breast cancer.
And my goal is to make sure that people understand that we can't be complacent, that we have to move forward because there are people who need us, and we must put an end to breast cancer.
Last year's New York City Race for the Cure attracted more than 12,000 people, including nearly 1,000 survivors. These brave women take the opportunity to honor those who've lost their battle against breast cancer, bond with others who have a shared history, and celebrate their own survival.
It's such a source of inspiration, and it's just a source of hope, and to just knowing that they're there and that they've been through it, it's an amazing support.
The Big Apple Race for the Cure is a fun-filled event that brings out some of the biggest names in show business to lend their support.
All these people, I'm like, There's so many great things going on, and seeing the pink t-shirts, you know, those are the survivors, and we just want to see more and more pink.
Being a part of this movement and just cheering for women all over the world is a big part of why I'm here, and just wanting to make a difference.
This is NYC, and they want to run cancer out of town.
The goal of the day is to bond in pink sisterhood, share stories, and raise funds to fulfill the promise of finding a cure and making all women safe and sound. Keeping all women safe and sound and finding a cure remains a driving force behind Komen.
Now, thousands of you are preparing for the Race for the Cure tomorrow, which is Komen's biggest fundraising event of the year. However, there are other events year-round that raise both funds and awareness.
The second largest fundraiser is the Impact Awards. This year's awards were held at the New York Hilton. There were 450 people in attendance, and Komen raised $320,000. The event featured a silent auction that included a guitar signed by the Goo Goo Dolls, Komen pink china, and many high-end purses and jewelry. The honorees included God's Love We Deliver, Pfizer, and Dr. Jose Baselga. Each are having a major impact in the fight against breast cancer, either by working to find a cure or providing services to women living with the disease.
The way Komen is approaching the cure for cancer is by raising funds and then supporting research, is bringing cure closer to all of us.
Komen is a great partner at God's Love. With their support, we've been able to help 1,200 women and their families, and we have home delivered over 400,000 nutritious meals. Those dollars support women in need who need mammograms, who need clinical breast exams, that need a hot meal delivered, women that otherwise would not get the help that they need. That's why the funding that Komen gets through events such as this is so important.
Hartzell go for two in the empty net. Why not?
The impact of the game between the New York Lizards and the Ohio Machine went well beyond the scoreboard. Our local Major League Lacrosse team donated funds from ticket sales and the proceeds from the auction of signed helmets.
They'll be autographed and auctioned off after the game with proceeds to benefit Susan G. Komen, Greater NYC.
The pink helmets and the pink towels were all part of an effort to raise awareness for Komen. The night held a special meaning for the Lizards' John Austin.
My grandmother was diagnosed with breast cancer twice. She's a survivor. She beat it twice. And my mom is a breast cancer survivor. And I mean, it impacted my family a ton. And tonight's just a great cause.
It's a great organization that reaches out to the community, and we just thought it would be great for us to work together with them and help them raise some more funds.
We fund programs right here on Long Island with funds that are raised by organizations like the New York Lizards.
The Lizards raised $3,500 between ticket revenue and the auction.
My pleasure to welcome you to the Young Professionals' 4th annual Pink Rocks the Rock.
The most spirited of all the Komen fundraising events on their yearly calendar is Pink Rocks the Rock. The event is hosted by the Young Professionals Committee at the Rink Bar in Rockefeller Center. It serves as their race team's kickoff event. The goal of this event is to recruit a new generation of professionals to join Komen to raise money to help find a cure for breast cancer. Sandy Kozlowski founded the YPC in 2007 in her living room, and it has taken off and grown exponentially.
I am honestly in shock, and I can't say how proud I am. It's now come to grow, just to take on its own life, and you see people who all come here for different reasons, but we're all inspired to end breast cancer.
Over the last 7 years, the Young Professionals Committee has raised $950,000 while becoming one of the top 10 fundraising teams at the Race for the Cure.
We've raised over $180,000 over the past 5 years. I think that's a great accomplishment. We're still a young, growing organization within Susan G. Komen, and we hope to raise even more over the years to come.
The whole idea behind the Young Professionals Committee was to grow a younger generation of philanthropy to achieve the mission of a world without breast cancer.
So clearly, there are a lot of ways to support Komen and also have some fun. Just log on to our website, cbsnewyork.com, for more information.
And the funds raised by Komen support women, men, and families in New York City, Long Island, Westchester, and Rockland counties. When we return on Race for the Cure, we will tell you where all the funds go and how they can help you in your fight against breast cancer. But first, some inspirational words of wisdom from a strong breast cancer survivor.
I've learned that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and breast cancer showed me that I can be a strong person no matter what happens.